Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Aquarius. Wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, we all have it somewhere. And yeah, this could be for you. I'm trying to think of where I have Aquarius. I don't think I can come up with it at the moment. No major placements, but I've got it in the house somewhere. So anyway, take what resonates, leave the rest, as they say. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Mystical Moments for your reading. Um, I'm so in love with this deck right now. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a 9-card spread using my cheat sheet. I've got it down mostly now, but good morning, Jojo. Let's see. Let's see what we got for Aquarians out there. We start with the Two of Pentacles. I'll show these first. The images are so fun. And then I will talk about it all. The Chariot. That's funny. She's driving a snail. Typically, Chariot is pretty quick moving. I mean, I guess in the snail world, maybe they're quick. Human world, not so much. 9 of Cups. Yeah. Very adept at holding those cups. Knight of Cups. This deck is really interesting because it switches up gender a little bit on some of the cards. Knights are usually guys. We've got a gal here. Page of Swords. This is your center card. This is you. I like that. Standing on a pile of books. Gaining knowledge. Wanting to gain knowledge. 4 of Cups. Aw. That's interesting. Isn't that interesting? The goose? Is that a goose? Goose or duck, a bird-like thing holding the umbrella to keep the light out. Interesting. It makes me think of the energetic umbrella that I often talk about. That gets held up and keeps us from getting the good that's rightfully ours. 3 of Swords. Oof. Look at that. Bullseye right into the center of the heart. 2 of Cups. Over here. And Ace of Swords. Got a key there. New beginning. I like that. Okay. So, and I have forgotten to do this for so many signs, but I just thought of it now. So, bottom of the deck, we have Hanged Man. Oh, this deck has Hanged Man and Hanged Woman. In this card in particular is Hanged Man, yet it's still a woman. Overall energy. So it's about gaining a new perspective. It's about surrendering. It's about, there's seeing beyond whatever is in the way. Gaining, like I said, that perspective shift, gaining some kind of clarity. So to begin, yes, I mentioned this Page of Swords is you, right? It's kind of where you're at, what you're dealing with, the overall essence of what you're all about. You're learning, gaining knowledge. With this dandelion here, it's like, it makes me think of like how knowledge can spread sometimes, where it's just the wind comes and the little bits go everywhere, and it's kind of they land where they need to and then grow new plants. And somehow maybe As you learn, you're imparting the knowledge that you're learning. Certainly, with a page, it's yeah, well, yeah, because a page is about communication. The Page of Swords. It's interesting too because the Page of Pentacles is usually the kind of that card that's about learning, gaining knowledge. This is the Page of Swords. This is having already gained the knowledge in a way, or having enough to make some kind of decision. I mean, he's got the graduation cap on. So it's like having gained a bunch of knowledge and now you're ready for the next step. Where do you go after you graduate? Where will these seeds land? Maybe you have a lot of ideas. Swords are about ideas. So, so the context of the situation, we have Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles. She's finding her balance as she's juggling. Maybe this has to do with, having ended some kind of cycle, completed something, and now you have choices. Like when you graduate, do you go on and carry on your schooling? Do you go out into the out what's it called? The work can't think of the what's it called right now. Brain. Um Going out to get a job. Like what you have some choices here. Whatever it is very you're following your fulfillment. Following something that brings you a lot of joy, satisfaction, and pleasure. And with the Ace of Swords here, there's a new beginning. In you're choosing something that you believe is going to bring you wish fulfillment and prosperity as well, right? Ace of Swords. Oh, Ace of Swords is um truth and clarity, gaining the truth and the clarity that you need in order to move towards your wish fulfillment. Three of Swords is like, I don't know, it makes me wonder if you feel like you chose wrong, that you thought you were moving towards your wish fulfillment. You thought you had the clarity that you needed to make a choice, but it's ending in pain, has ended in pain. Somehow there's some kind of heartbreak, some kind of, he's kind of stuck. He's got blood dripping from his eye. Oh man. And he's like stuck in the twigs around him, the brambles, pokey twigs. It's like, thinking you know what you want. It really speaks to like when we think we want something and we have this kind of idealized version of what that's going to be. We think it's like, oh, I'm just going to choose this thing and it's going to be all these things and it's be great and happily ever after, right? And you think and then the reality of it sets in and you're like, oh, I didn't even think about these other things. It didn't even occur to me. Oh, I didn't even know that I would be facing blah blah blah, blah de blah, whatever, whatever it is. Um, like if you're going out to start a career, let's say, and you did all the schooling, you're all like, yeah, I've got this knowledge, and I'm gonna go get a good job and make all this money. It's gonna be awesome. And then you actually start the job, and for whatever reason, it ends up leaving you bloody and broken, stuck. And so there's a need to rethink, to to get back to the truth and the clarity of the matter. So, recent past, we have Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Three of Swords. Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Three of Swords. So somebody, maybe you, maybe someone else, was playing the strings of your heart. Let's say it was them. Somebody was playing the strings of your heart, and there was some kind of juggling going on. Not really sure if you knew about it or not, but it was happening, and you did find out eventually. Or maybe you were hoping that, someone would make the correct choice. And being you, and and they didn't. Now the situation can be reversed. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, so some heartbreak in the past for sure. So currently we have the Chariot, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So based on what's happened in the past, you are you're gaining some kind of you've gained a lot of knowledge from the situation, and understand how to use that to move you forward where you want to go to ultimately ride to victory. But because it's a snail here in this deck, it's a little slow going. The page of, what was it? Yeah, Page of Swords is a more of a quick energy. So the two of these together, oftentimes when I get a slow, I don't know if that's right though, because even though this she's on the snail, it doesn't feel slow to me. Sometimes snails can really like get from point A to point B pretty quickly. Sort of like, you know, watching water boil. Like if you just watch it, it seems really slow, but if you turn and come back, it's like, whoa, where'd that snail go? So there's something about needing to not watch the process, not having expectations and waiting for where you're going to go next, and that's going to help you get there much more quickly. You want to be focusing on your the knowledge that you've gained, and this tells me it's like consistent baby steps, that's going to get you there, and where you're headed is towards Two of Cups, towards somebody in your life who maybe you haven't met this person yet, or maybe it's just someone that who's really on the same page, who's there for you as you go on this journey, who really gets you. They're, you're like two peas in a pod, and there's a lot of harmony in this connection. Somebody who's on your side. Okay, near future, we have Nine of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. You're heading towards emotional fulfillment. Wherever you've been in the past, whatever was heartbreaking, you are actively learning from it and understanding how you need to move away from the disappointment. You're getting the truth and the clarity that you need in order to move towards your fulfillment. With this, like, I think this is you understanding that uh, you gotta take down that energetic umbrella. You gotta let the sun shine in order to have your wish fulfillment. You're gaining the truth and the clarity about that. You're realizing there is someone who is keeping the the light from getting onto you, shining down on you. And you don't even realize it. It's at your back. Someone's at your back, and you're really focused on not having light, You don't even realize what's happening. It makes me think of like any i- i- any time we're in a situation, like as humans, we're very adaptable. And so we just get used to our situation. And it's not until you eliminate the thing that you realize, oh, I was in the shadow of something the whole time. I didn't even know it until this thing was taken away. Now soon you will be coming to this understanding where you can actually get up and move into the light, because that is where your wish fulfillment lies. Okay, so ideas, dreams, and aspirations. We've got the Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Nine of Cups. Once again, here we are. You are at a crossroads of sorts. There's some kind of choice point here that you understand that there is something that is going to lead you to victory and satisfaction and happiness and fulfillment. This is what you're striving for, which is good. Keep reaching for those stars. You want victory. Don't we all? So then your current state, day-to-day life, we've got the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. It seems like this can be this maybe can speak to the choice that you've made. There's a choice that you've made that has left you disappointed. You are currently in a state of, one reader I follow calls it emotional neutral. This is a little bit more than neutral. This this is feeling like you're you don't understand why, but you're under this shadow. Somebody somebody is it's like it's I want to say somebody is trying to woo you, is trying to communicate with you. Page of Swords also is a card of spying, social media, kind of, you know, it seems it seems like someone could be in this place where they're trying to gain your attention and spying on you, but you're over here. Your back is turned. Actually, that's not true because I'm holding these up wrong. For you, they would be like this. Okay. Facing towards what in the world? I can't even wrap my brain around this. Somehow this could be you, maybe you're spying on somebody, maybe they're spying on you. Somebody's trying to strum someone's heartstrings, and there is disappointment because that umbrella is down just enough that she can't see. She can't see what's going on. There's another energy here that is causing um yeah, keeping a shadow, keeping a not causing, how do I even say this? I'm having so much trouble here. It's like there's there is something that is keeping you, I think this is you, from seeing what is in front of you. Okay, so let's just move on. Take it as it resonates. I'll just keep saying it. Undercurrent shaping the situation, where you've come from, and the baggage you brought with you. You have been heartbroken by someone you thought was a soulmate, and you discovered that they were one of those temporary soulmates that was there to bring you a big lesson, but they were not meant to be that long time, forever soulmate. Um, and so this is clouding your judgment, as it often does. We've been hurt. We can't help. Oftentimes, we can't help but start to wonder, is this going to happen to me again? You want to make the right choice because you don't want to go through this again. But then that's choosing from a place of fear. And then that's usually what leads you to make it leads you to making the wrong choice. Wrong choice? I don't think there's such thing as a wrong choice, but you feel like it's a wrong choice because you don't want to head back in and experience that heartache again. No one does. And yet it so often happens because it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We expect it, and so the universe has no choice but to give us more of what we expect. It's needing to change that expectation. And I think you need to start learning to trust your what makes you happy. Trust your intuition, your that whatever desires that you have, let those guide you. It's not easy. Not easy at all. Okay. So, so this is kind of the potential outcome for you. So you've got the 2 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Um, I think this could be finding balance through gaining knowledge, through gaining enough knowledge to bring that truth and the clarity that you need. This is you moving to a place of truly being able to make the choice that's right for you, to gain that balance. Um, but you just want to remember to once you make a choice to decisively go in that direction, because this is kind of more of a vacillating energy. It's like choosing something, but it's that juggling thing. Okay, I'm going to do this. I don't know. I'm going to do this. And back and forth. And I think to eliminate that back and forthness, you are going to be gaining the knowledge you need to be able to make that pros and cons list, to be able to move forward, doing your research, so seeing what other people are doing. Somehow this is going to help you gain this clarity. And it could be that also you're going to be spying, doing a little bit of lurking yourself to gain the truth that you need. And then with the 9 of Cups, Page of Swords, and 3 of Swords, I think it's a couple of things. It's like you know what you want, you know what's going to fulfill you, and you're working on building your knowledge, on doing the research to get you where you want to go, which is not towards heartbreak. You want to make a choice that is going to benefit you. However, you still have that healing to do because you keep finding yourself back in this place. This is just a potential outcome. This doesn't mean it's set in stone. But again, if you're expecting heartbreak, it's more likely to happen. Your wish fulfillment is it doesn't involve the heartbreak. You know, at the end of the day, you want that victory, as we all do. and and so you can do this. It's not easy, but if you stay consistent, if you try to start just being aware of where your thoughts go in any given moment. What am I thinking about now? Oh, I'm thinking about how I have to make this choice. And what if it's the wrong choice and it leads to heartbreak again? And it's like being so terrified of that heartbreak that you just slide right back to the same kind of situation. There's definitely some healing that needs to happen in order to avoid that. And, sometimes heartbreak can't be avoided. It's life. Life is full of moments of heartbreak, but it's also full of moments of victory, joy, love, um, success, happiness. It's what you choose to focus on. And it's perfectly fine if you find yourself focusing on, the pain, the heartbreak, all that, but then let that be your compass. Let that guide you towards the opposite. Oh, I notice that I'm thinking about, you know, how people have always done A, B, and C to me, and it's just going to keep happening. And it's like, okay, oh, I just caught that. So what do I want to happen? Well, people treat me with respect and honor me and um, want to help boost me. It takes persistence to get on top of your brain like that. And you definitely have it within you. Keep your sights set on your wish fulfillment and your victory. It might be slow going, but you'll get there. All right, I'm just going to leave that there. Um, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you very well in your life, in your situation. You go right to victory. And yeah, I will see you on the next video. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.